Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a quick little video showing you how to do English paper piecing with your Cricut Maker. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So the shape that we're going to use today is a hexagon. So you're just going to come right over here to your shapes and you're going to pick a hexagon. So here we go. So we're going to get one more because we're going to have one for our cardboard and one for our fabric. Okay, there we go. One of the first things we're going to do here is change the color. So we're going to have one white and one black. So one's for the fabric, one's for the cardboard. For the next step, we're going to go ahead and resize. So I want to do this about 2 inches. And this is going to be our cardboard piece here because our fabric is going to be bigger than the cardboard. So what we're going to do is going to move it forward. So that way it's right here in the front. So then we're going to go ahead and adjust our fabric piece because you just want it to be about a 1/2 inch around the outside of the cardboard. So we're just going to resize it until it looks like everything's about a 1/2 inch. Once you have it where you want it and you have it about the size that you want, you're going to go ahead and duplicate your cardboard and you're going to duplicate your fabric. So say that you're going to need 7 pieces of cardboard and 7 pieces of fabric. So you're going to go ahead and duplicate it 6 more times of each one. Once you get it duplicated, you're going to change the color of your hexagon. So I've got 3 pink, 3 green, and in the middle here, I'm going to have a red one. And that's because it's going to be the same pink, but it's going to be a different design. You'll see that here in just a second. There it is. Now we're ready to send it to the mat. I'm using Cricut Craft Board as my cardboard, but you could also trim down a cereal box and put it on the mat. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to iron my pieces of fabric. That way they are nice and flat and smooth. These did not have a ton of wrinkles in them, but I definitely wanted them to be nice and straight. So I just used my Steady Betty to press them with. So as you can see, it comes out super cute, super fast, super easy. I used my light grip mat and chose the craft board setting, and look at how nice and easy the Cricut Maker cut this. Look how easy this is coming apart, and I'm doing this one-handedly, but look at how nice and easy that did. I also wanted to show you how nicely that the Cricut Maker cuts the fabric. Look how nicely this fabric just comes right off the mat. Okay, so now that we have all of our pieces cut out, I'm going to kind of walk you through the steps here. So you're going to need a needle and thread, and I'm just using any thread that I had laying around. But you really want to find a matching thread, a white or a clear, like a clear nylon, polyester, something like that. And that way it's kind of invisible. So you're going to get your cardboard piece, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to bring your side down. You're going to bring fold your first side over, and you're going to take your needle and go right in the center of that. And don't worry about poking the cardboard because the cardboard is going to come out later really easy. And this is just a basting stitch. So you're going to pull that right through, and I just tied a knot on one side of the string, and then I brought the other string through, so just one side. So then I'm going to go ahead and fold the corner over, and I'm going to bring it through there. You want to try to keep it as tight as you can. You'll be able to really have control like when you're halfway through it. So no worries on that. But just don't bend the cardboard holding it too tight. Just holding it together. So you'll see that piece pops up, but as soon as you pull this, it'll come right down, no problem. If you've done English paper piecing, you know all about this, but this is just for people that kind of never really seen it or heard of it. So I just wanted to walk you through it. I'm going to leave some links down below of some ladies that are going to be super helpful that have YouTube channels showing you how to do this. So there's 2 ways to do this. You can either do this the old-fashioned way like I'm doing here, which is base stitch, Or you can use, there's a fabric pen glue, almost looks like a glue stick that temporarily holds this down, and you can just glue it down instead of sewing it, but I like the way that it comes out when you do this. And then you press it with an iron. I just like how smooth it looks. So you're just going to continue on here. Fold the side down, do a base stitch right in the center, and if you notice I overlap and came across the top, it's fine. This is all going to be cut out later, and it's not going to hurt it at all. So we're going to go ahead and come back through the middle here. And then you're going to come back down through a corner. So you're going to get your corner, and see how as you're going, the tighter it kind of pulls together and it's easier to work with. So you're going to go right through the corner here. And excuse my nails, guys. I'm not one to paint my nails. So I'm just continuing to go around here. So I'm going to, again, go down in the middle. Just holding it tight. Like I said, don't bend the cardboard. Just you'll get the feel of it. It's super easy. This is something fun to do. This is definitely something fun to do with your scraps. So for this, I'm just kind of playing around with it. I really should have used a white or a clear, but I was just wanting to play around with it. But then I decided that I love the colors and wanted to keep it. So I'm putting it in a picture frame, and you'll see that towards the end, what I'm going to do with it. So you're going to go down the middle and fold the corner. And this is something that you could sit on the couch and do. And I love the Steady Betty. I definitely think I'm going to purchase her smaller one that she has. It's not actually made for the pedal, the foot pedal. I think it's 6 by 12. It was actually created just as well for pressing, but you can use it for the pedal. I think I'm going to use that, purchase that one for the couch for doing stuff like this. It just kind of helps hold everything in place. But I definitely wanted to show that there's more uses for your Steady Betty. I know a lot of people are trying to justify purchasing one for their easy press, but you can use it for everything. Right now, if you're going to be using it for sewing, you could definitely be using it for stuff like this, guys. So it's definitely going to be worth it, and it's going to last you a lifetime. So I really recommend it. So right here when I get to the end, I'm going to go ahead and come back on this side one more time. This is something that I do just to kind of hold that last corner in place. And then you just kind of make a simple little tie. So you're just going to kind of go through maybe the stitch right here and just bring it around one time just to tie it off, because it's just a basting stitch. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of these, and I will come back whenever I get them done to show you the next step. So this is what it's looking like so far. So what I'm going to do is I just kind of play around with it and start building my flower so I can kind of see what it's going to look like. Okay, so now that I have them all positioned, I get them on my board, and I'm going to go ahead and put them all where I'm going to lay them out to where I think they look super cute. So see how these three here have like this same design? I'm going to go ahead and kind of work with it until I'm happy with what I want the pattern to look like. So I just keep playing with that until I'm happy with it. Okay, so now that I have it, we're going to be ready to stitch. So I'm going to fold these two together just like that, and I'm going to stitch right along the side here. And so what you're going to do is you want to barely grab the sides of the tops here. You barely want to bring that needle and thread through the very tops of that. Bring it all the way through, and you're just going to wrap it around just like a blanket stitch. Just keep wrapping around and around to get all the way to the end. Okay, so now we're getting closer to the end here. Don't worry about what it looks like either, because this is going to be on the inside. You can't really see it. So like I said, you really want a thread that's going to match, or a white or a clear. So just keep going around. And once you get to the end, you're just going to come to the very edge, and then you're going to come through, loop it through, and knot it. Just like that. Then I like to come through the side here to do like a straight line to bring it away from it, and then snip the thread. So this is what it should look like when you open it up. So what you'll do is you're going to go ahead and get your next piece. So you'll line it back up, get your next piece, fold it over, and go ahead and stitch the same way. This is what it should look like when you're finished. Now we're going to go ahead and press it with our iron. And I'm just kind of pushing on it a little bit, getting it all ironed out here, getting it pressed. And I'm going to do the top side. And then we'll flip it over and we'll do the back side. And this is what the back side should look like. So I'm just going to press on it just from each side. Look at how pretty that looks pressed on this board. So pretty. Absolutely love it. It was so easy to cut this out on the Cricut Maker, and I'm going to use my handy dandy Cricut tools to go ahead and cut each one of these basting stitch lines here. So we're just going to go ahead and go through each one of these here one at a time, and that way we can go ahead and get each one of these basting stitch lines pulled out. But I just love the way that this looks after it's being pressed. So pretty. You could put this on a quilt. You could create a tag out of this for your quilt. You could do pot holders. Tons of stuff. So this is what the back looks like. You're going to go ahead, once you get all your stitches pulled out, you're going to pull each of these out. And you can reuse all of these. So just get the rest of your stitches. I use my other Cricut tweezers for this as well to pull all the strings out. You could use any tweezers. So I pulled out all of the pieces of cardboard, and there it is. And I'm going to go ahead and press this one more time, and it will be all ready to go. So this is what it looks like after the final pressing. I absolutely love the way it came out. I really wished I'd used the white thread instead of the black, but I just wanted to do a quick demo to show you how to do English paper piecing with your Cricut, how much faster this is. You could use triangles, etc. There's tons of videos out there to show you how to do English paper piecing. So I'm going to show you what we did with this. This is a frame that I found at Hobby Lobby a while back, and I believe I got it for $2.50. So you can see the tag here, $2.30. This is originally like $22, $25. I'm going to flip this design around to the white side, and I'm going to go ahead and put this flower right inside. And won't that look adorable? So here it is, guys. Here's my final product. Isn't it super cute? This would be adorable to put in a nursery or anywhere, really. I'm actually going to use this in my kitchen. My kitchen is this color green, and I have a lilac color, but I think the colors will draw in really cute. So I've been trying to figure out something to do with these frames, and here it is. So what I used was my tape runner, and I just used this double-sided adhesive to lay this fabric down on the white side. So then I wanted to show you guys these, to remember to reuse these black hexagon shapes here. Keep them, just put them in your little craft bag and reuse them for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.